Hey there YouTube, back with another High Elf multiplayer quick battle here. Running my pretty standard build with the double Sun Dragons and Teclis. I subbed out some of the Rangers in this matchup against the Empire for White Lions, just kind of giving them a try. And I do have the Archers with light armor to kind of counteract some of that missile fire that we can expect from the Empire. Last time I played against this matchup, I think they had quite a bit of artillery and the Rangers just got absolutely wrecked. So trying something a little new here. And on the flanks I got 2 units of Silver Helms and a unit of Dragon Princes. My opponent playing as the Empire has brought Vulkmar the Grim, a Light Wizard, Pack and Net, and Banishment, which is pretty good stuff. Really strong spells there. Not sure that this build's going to be expecting too many blob fights, but with Vulkmar, who knows. A line of crossbowmen, line of state troops in the front, and the silver bullets, plus triple cav here with the Empire Knights, and double mortar, which is really good into archer builds, which unfortunately I don't typically bring because I don't like protecting the archers. So we're rolling right into it. Again, we don't have the range advantage here, so we're going to be scooting up ASAP. I'm going to pull back my archers to try to protect them from a Vulkmar, but also the mortars. If I can just keep moving, I'm hoping to hopefully dodge some of those shots. So we're looking to scoot forward and back, follow the infantry advances just to try to keep these archers safe. So doing a pretty good job of dodging some of those shots, but then Vulkmar comes in range, so we're going to look to take some of his HP off there, try to get that heal cap going ASAP. And in the meantime, we've got a huge overload flank here on the right, and bringing the Silver Helms around on the left. We do get a surround on Vulkmar, which is never really a great idea because of all of his abilities. But he's diving straight back for my archers, which again I've kind of left to their own devices. Probably should be pulling these White Lions up though and just letting the Spearmen handle this. We get a huge net here, looking to get a breath attack down. Absolutely destroy the silver bullets there. Drop them down to less than half. Big net for my opponent as well. However, we're getting now another charge into the silver bullets, so they are routing. Really good stuff here, and we're diving into the back line here with our Spearmen, sweeping our Silver Helms around wide to hopefully not interact with that cav at all. And we got Vulkmar down pretty good here with focus fire from the archers and the White Lions with their armor piercing values doing pretty good work there. We have been able to shut down one cannon with this unit of Spearmen. My opponent, micro not going super well for him. He's just got a lot to worry about with all these flanks. I do drop the Sun Dragon in to get the Terror route going, and the Dragon Prince to dove in as well. So things are looking really good from our perspective here. Vulkmar's super low. I've been able to spread out my archers for the most part and kind of focus down Vulkmar simultaneously, and the silver bullets have been shattered without really doing much at all, if I remember correctly. Sun Dragon's still very healthy as well, and we've got some nice rounds going here. Definitely need to get them in this and get some group routes going, and bringing Teclis back also would be some pretty good stuff as well. I do have the Silver Helms fighting Empire Knights, which I don't think that they can win. I mean, it looks like they're winning. The Empire Knights are winning, so definitely need to get them out of there, and maybe cycle charge with some of the Dragon Princes that are off over here. Even pulling the other Silver Helms for support. That Lightcaster must have survived that engagement. Yeah, he's right over there. He nets my Sun Dragon to provide a focus fire opportunity. But huge blob here, so we're going to drop a big breath attack down. Unfortunately, really only roast the Spearmen, but we also hit the mortars pretty good there as well. Vulkmar's heal cap is starting to appear, so we're pretty happy about that. However, he's still rampaging around, absolutely plowing through these White Lions as if they're not even there. Hot knife through butter. Definitely need to get my cav out though. These are all shot cav units, so they're not going to do great just kind of standing here and fighting. So definitely need to get work better on getting them pulled out. However, we do get a nice charge net wreck onto the Light Wizard here, so we do get a terror route going on him. And Vulkmar's dived in as well with his all of his buffs going. Thinks better of it though and kind of pulls out of that situation, which is really wise. I think the Sun Dragons would definitely work him over there. But we do get the kill on the Light Wizard, and now all that remains is Vulkmar the Grim for leadership of the Empire. So balance power absolutely surging in my favor. Things are looking really good at this point. However, my cav is suffering in the backline due to the heavy spear, I shouldn't say heavy spear, but large multiple spear support there, we'll say that. And the Empire Knights able to do a pretty good job of working over my Silver Helms and Dragon Princes, though. So I do pull the Dragon Princes out, looking for a better engagement for them. I'd like to get them onto Vulkmar if possible. I am able to pull this Sun Dragon back that did end up routing. I think it was getting focus fired by the crossbows. And I get my archers back as well. Definitely need to shut down this mortar. You never want to see a mortar go through more than half of its ammunition, so that's really bad. Almost 80 kills on that thing, and unfortunately my cav, both my Silver Helms get caught back here on Spearmen and Empire Knights, so that is also no good. Really need to activate these Dragon Princes. I remember that there was some issue with their movement commands. I was struggling to get them to move exactly where I wanted them to. So I'm not sure what the heck was going on with that. But I do dive in a Sun Dragon here to try to shut down that mortar, and my opponent reacts very quickly with the Silver Helms and Swordsmen to support that mortar, and it's ripping shots still. Absolutely wrecking my archers. So my opponent has been able to pull that balance of power back to medium, which is really good on their part. Really need to get these Dragon Princes moving, along with Teclis, and shut down all this crossbow fire as well that's going on over here. Here we go with the net. Unfortunately, the dragon misses the charge, but here come the Dragon Princes. Now we get the full surround on Vulkmar, and his HP drops so low. Get him down to less than 500 HP here. And we're feeling pretty good here at this point. I mean, the full surround probably shouldn't have pulled the dragon out at this point. Because now, for some reason, we're just like not landing hits at all on Vulkmar. Things are starting to get a little sketch. And now Teclis is caught in the middle. The dragon was getting focus fired though, so I really thought that Vulkmar being on his deathbed there, he walks away with 150 HP. You really hate to see it. But I just had to get Teclis out of there. Didn't want my Sun Dragon to die. And look who, on the third day, look to the east. My Sun Dragon has returned. Probably has at least one breath attack still in the pocket on this one. So we're going to be looking to dive in here. Oh, here comes the breath attack maybe. Yep. Absolutely roast those crossbows. My opponent does get them to move though at the last second though, so not taking the full bunch of that damage. I really probably should have charged the Dragon Princess into Vulkmar. I mean, he's got probably 200 HP. Look at that. In the matter of a minute, he's regened 300 HP. Really crazy stuff from that beast of a Vulkmar. Kind of like Ground the Paunch. If you don't finish him off, you can definitely expect him to be coming back. So really probably should be prioritizing these Dragon Princes on Vulkmar. However, we are able to shatter this unit of crossbows, which the crossbows were really punishing to my Sun Dragon. So this Sun Dragon is shattered, as you can see. Really need to get this Sun Dragon back up in the air, or man, the targeting there is so bad on my part. Just trying to get him up in the air, but probably could have used him there to finish off Vulkmar. Vulkmar's back down to under 200 HP. Heal cap rapidly approaching. Definitely need to get these Dragon Princes activated and shutting down Vulkmar. I think I was just too worried about these crossbows shooting at my Sun Dragons, because I saw them as my main win condition here. Although Teclis does get surrounded, and I wasted a breath attack on Vulkmar there. Definitely should have hit this blob with it. Would have been absolutely devastating, and bounce power would have swung hard in my favor there. Really nice downhill charge by my opponent here to charge into the back of my Dragon Princes. And he's supporting with Swordsmen, so we're just kind of getting swarmed at this point. We don't have a ton of tools. And my Sun Dragon does go down. So Vulkmar, yet again, scoots away with 200 HP. What an absolute raid boss. When people call Vulkmar the Grim a raid boss, this is exactly why. Completely bloodied chariot, just rolling through. All the white lines he's mowed down. And with Teclis being surrounded, my last hope here is to get my Dragon Princess charging in. My opponent holds a Grand Flare of Sigmar, I think it's called, and gets me to miss my charge with the Dragon Princes, and then he gets a terror out on the Dragon Princes. So absolute chaos ensues at this point. All I have left is Teclis. The Dragon Princes being my last hope. Need to get them to charge into Vulkmar. However, they just come back and the Empire Knights are able to get on top of them. So this is looking like pretty much the end here for me. Really unfortunate stuff. Just just came down to misplays on my part. A lot of the damage I think was where it needed to be for the most part. I definitely should have been focusing the Dragon Princes though on cleaning up some of these Empire Knights and shutting down Vulkmar. Oh, look at that sliver of HP. Damn you, Vulkmar. Okay, let's look at some of the damage values here though. So White Lions did pretty well. I think I'm happy with their performance overall. Maybe could afford to go with just one and maybe another Spearman, which would open up an opportunity to get 3 archers instead of the light armor variant. Probably could have gone without the light armor as well, although it did help with some of the mortar fire, help them last a little bit longer, so I don't know. Maybe that's worth it. But at the end of the day, 1100 value on this one and 600 value on this one. They were able to pay for themselves, so I'm pretty happy with that. Silver Helms, on the other hand, not so good. This one did pay for itself. Dragon Princes, you definitely want to see more value out of them. They're a really expensive unit. I think they did pay for themselves, so I want to say they're 1400. So that's pretty good stuff. Sun Dragons did absolutely fantastic. This one didn't quite pay for itself, but overall, 3800 damage value out of the 2 of them. That's really good stuff. Teclis, I mean, you're not really going to see much damage value out of him, but it's pretty impressive for him to get 700, I would say. Vulkmar, the raid boss, 10,000 damage, 1600 damage value, so pretty good stuff. He spent all his time kind of shutting down my archers, though, so that's kind of why his damage value is not that great. But the value in his, if we showed damage value and healing value, that's where you'd see Vulkmar being the raid boss that he is. Really solid value out of these Spearman units. That was due to the solid micro from my opponent, just getting them engaged in some of these battles with my cav and to support his Empire Knights. So that's where you see that damage value coming in. I'm surprised the silver bullets were able to get any damage whatsoever, and the crossbows did absolute work as well. Again, just kind of peppering my Sun Dragons the whole fight, and yeah, solid work out of the artillery as well. I think they're 800 apiece, so not quite paying for themselves, but they shut down the archers, so that's definitely worth it. But yeah, I don't know that I would change too much about this build, but like I said, maybe I'd cut one White Lion and maybe get another Spearman, add a 3rd archer unit. Yeah, not sure. I think I'm happy with how the Dragon Princes performed. Sun Dragons did well. Definitely would probably focus on Vulkmar a little more next time though. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of the video. If you like the content, please consider giving the video a like. If you really like the content, please consider subscribing. I do have a subscriber goal of 50 subs for the month of May. So yeah, if you wouldn't mind helping me reach that goal, that would be absolutely fantastic. I will see you guys in the next one.